Hi, everybody. Welcome to the astrology chat for September 7th, 2024. So the keys for today are to let yourself apply the hard energetic lessons that bring you out of your comfort zone today. I say this because we have the moon mostly in Scorpio today. When the moon is in Scorpio, this is the house of investigation, of the unseen. This is a house of both Mars and Pluto, both planets of which come into play today. And when the moon is in Scorpio, you're able to go into these deeper realms of yourself and understand yourself more. And while Scorpio is a fixed sign, what's fixed about Scorpio is the awareness that things do always need to be in a state of change. So let yourself embrace the change. So before the moon went into Scorpio, it was still in Libra. And while the moon was in Libra, it made a square to Pluto, one of the ruling planets of Scorpio. So this set the stage today for us to be able to see the undercurrent, unseen psychological matters at play in our relationships, not to judge one or the other, but to allow these lessons to come to the surface and be applied. And when the moon moves into Scorpio, this is a perfect time to apply these lessons. We have the moon in Scorpio making a semi-square to the sun, a semi-square to Saturn, and both of these energies and to Jupiter. And so there is this tension with the sun about letting there be a discomfort about what you're realizing that needs to change and allowing yourself to express it and bring it into your day-to-day matters, allowing yourself to see how structures need to change and how authority and accountability has to happen about your magic and your ideas, because this is Saturn in Pisces retrograde. And then also with Jupiter, there is again this awareness about how you've been defining expansion, how you've been defining growth, and how that needs to change. So there's a lot of change on the table that if you let it work in is actually going to bring you a lot of growth. Are you going to like it? Not necessarily. Is it going to be easy? Also not necessarily, but will there be a lot of opportunity and change for you, which you've been in the midst of anyway? Absolutely yes. Especially since we have the Scorpio moon making a trine to one of its ruling planets, Mars, that's now in Cancer, that's bringing us into awareness of where you do have to bring about change. Sometimes it is about compromise. Sometimes it is about understanding. Sometimes it's also about leaving people where they are when they got you fucked up, right? But it's also about it not being one or the other all the time. And especially with the fact that we have Uranus and Mercury in a square today, it's going to be something in the middle. And Mercury square Uranus means that there's sudden awarenesses, sudden communications, sudden happenings that you don't necessarily like, but they're necessary. And today, I had a really deep realization about why I always keep having an experience with one particular sign. And this whole time I always was like, it's this sign. No, actually it was me resisting what this sign was trying to teach me. And once I was able to accept that, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So let yourself go to the discomfort so that you can get to the, oh, okay, cool. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.